Hello, my friends. It's Alyssa. I am here with another pick a card reading for you guys today. It has been a very long time since I posted anything on this channel. Life has just been really busy the last couple of years. But I've been feeling really led to start uploading here again and to start doing these general readings for you guys. So here I am. I am going to try to be somewhat consistent. I know I never was super consistent even back when I was posting regularly on here. But my goal right now is to upload a new video every other week at least. So we'll see how that goes. But I hope you all have been doing well. I hope life has been treating everyone kindly in the years since in the years that I've been gone. So today I just wanted to get on here and do kind of a general, like, what is a message you need to hear right now reading, or what is something you need to know. As you can see, I just have two decks of cards here, so I'm only going to do two groups. This is probably going to be fairly quick, but for group number one, we have Selenite and the Wild Unknown Tarot. And for group number two, we've got Opalite with the Golden Tarot. So I will give you guys a moment to make your choices. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, meditate for a few minutes if you need to. The timestamps will be in the description. So if you would like to skip ahead to your reading, you can do that. Yeah. This is a totally new recording setup that I have going on here, so if it's a little bit janky, I apologize. I'm still kind of working out all the kinks. And also, if I'm a little bit rusty, I apologize for that too. It's not that I haven't been doing readings all this time, because I have. I just haven't been doing, these types of general readings for the collective. And so obviously it's a little bit different. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started with group number one. So those of you who chose the Selenite with the Wild Unknown Tarot, what is a message that you need to hear right now? Or what is something that you need to know? Okay, so right away we have the Son of Pentacles coming out. Son of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles in most decks. This is solid, grounded earth energy. This is slow but steady progress being made towards something, a goal, an outcome. What is something that group one needs to know? We've got here the Daughter of Wands, or the Page of Wands. So this is fire energy. This is passion, enthusiasm. This is creativity, new ideas. There's also a sense of youthfulness and just optimism that I get from this card. The Son of Swords. So this card talks about clarity, insight, honesty, and communication. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords coming out now. Whew, heavy energy. The Three of Swords is grief, loss, heartache. Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles talks to us about abundance and prosperity. It is also really associated with like independence, having all of your needs met, especially your, you know, material needs. So your financial needs, having a really stable and solid home life, that kind of thing. Let me get one or two more cards. The Sun. The Sun is a great card. The Sun is about wish fulfillment and joy and contentment and passion and excitement. I mean, the Sun really is probably the most positive card in the deck, just generally speaking. On the bottom, okay, on the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Ten of Wands. So this is just kind of showing me like the overarching theme or energy surrounding your reading, group one. And the Ten of Wands really relates to responsibility or obligation. It can represent something that is weighing you down, having some kind of burden on your shoulders. So group number one, I really get this impression like there is something that a lot of you guys have been working towards, some goal, some desired outcome, and this could be related to work, this could be a financial goal, this could be something like creative or even a relationship, you know, whatever the case may be. There's something that you guys have been working towards, something that you have been feeling really excited about or that you were really passionate about. But lately it seems like maybe some obstacles have come up or something has happened that's kind of made you fall off the path that you were on. You know, that the path you were on working towards that thing, whatever it might be. And you're really, I get the impression that a lot of you are really feeling like, you know, maybe that thing I wanted isn't meant to be. Maybe that thing I wanted isn't going to happen for me. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe, you know, maybe I don't have what it takes to make it happen. But, and that feeling, that sense of grief, that sense of loss, like maybe I should just give up, maybe I should just let this go, is coming through really strongly. But here's the thing, group one, I don't think that you need to give up on this. I don't think that you should let go of this goal or this ambition that you have, whatever it is, because it seems like this is something that you are in fact capable of achieving. This is something that you do have what it takes to manifest. I'm gonna pull, oh, I want to use one of my oracle decks. Which one do I want? Let me grab, okay. I'm gonna grab my Moonology oracle. And I will pull one or two cards for you guys to see what it has to say or what it has to add to this. Okay, we've got Waning Moon. What do you need to release? And we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Okay. So whatever this is, whether it be, you know, a career related goal or a creative goal, something like, for some of you, I feel like maybe you've been wanting to write a book, or you've been working on some kind of creative project, or whatever. I feel like things have come up in your lives that have just really gotten in the way of this ambition. And so maybe, you know, in the recent past, maybe you haven't even been making any progress towards this goal. Maybe there's been so much that's gotten in the way that you haven't had the time or the energy to devote to working towards this goal. And so, as a result of that, you're feeling like, again, like I said earlier, like maybe I just need to give up on this for now, or, you know, maybe I just need to let this go entirely. But whatever it is, whatever these like obligations are, or burdens, or, you know, whatever it is that's been weighing on you, whatever it is that's been distracting you, I feel is going to be resolved relatively soon. And I think when that resolution happens, you're going to find that you have this brand new perspective on the situation, on your goal or your desired outcome, whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. For some of you, I don't think that it is, how do I want to say this? For some of you, this "what do you need to release" card is actually talking about, you know, some of these distractions that you have going on around you, some of these things that are preventing you from working towards your goal or investing in whatever it is that you want. And these cards are saying you need to work on getting rid of those distractions. You need to work on releasing those things that are taking away from the time and energy that you have to invest in, you know, this. Because you do have what it takes to manifest this desire. You can continue to be making, you know, this progress. It may be slow, but it's progress. Progress is progress, right? But you just, I feel like right now you're just so wrapped up in other stuff, or there's just so much other stuff going on around you, and you need to kind of refocus on what your goal is, okay? Because you have what it takes to make it happen. You have the resources at your disposal already. I feel like everything you need is already like at your fingertips. You just have to invest the time and invest the energy, and maybe, you know, actively set time aside to work towards this thing, or to I feel like for a lot of you, this is like some sort of project, or this is maybe like a career related. It doesn't have to be that, but I feel like that's the case for many of you who chose this group. But don't, you know, the gist of this message here, if you take away nothing else, take away this: do not be discouraged. You can be successful. You will be successful. You will manifest this outcome, this thing. You just have to get serious about it. You just have to refocus on it and really hone in on what it is that you want and what steps you need to take to get to it. I want to pull, before I wrap this up, I told you guys this would be a fairly quick reading, but before I wrap this up, I also want to pull a card from the Anubis Oracle for you guys, just as kind of a closing message. See what this deck would like to add. is a few too many cards. Can I just get one, please, for group 1? What do they need to know? What is a message that they need to hear? I've got 2 here that popped out, but I looked at both of them, but I want to see, maybe one of them will come out again. I don't know. Okay, there is one. The dove. Initiate, innocence, trust. Okay. I'm going to read to you what it says about this card. All right. The dove represents the seeker as the archetypal principle of the innocent initiate who responds to the call to enter the mysteries or to request information or advice from the oracle. The dove is brave and courageous in the search for wisdom and truth and learns to trust his or her own inner knowing when engaging not only with the oracle, but also with the powerful transformational forces encountered on this path. The dove carries an olive branch as a sacred offering so that the initiate or seeker can honor each of the Neteru who serve as our allies and guides in life in our divining journeys with the oracle. The olive branch is humbly offered with a request for permission to enter into relationship or mystery teaching offered by each archetype that appears in the reading. The white dove is the bridge between the present world of humanity and the ancient past. For most people, the dove automatically evokes some kind of spiritual connection, as the olive branch evokes peace and reverence. This card is all about you. If you have chosen this card, you are being called to a place of innocence and trust, purity and new beginnings. To fully receive the guidance that is being offered to you, you must be willing to empty out your old programming and beliefs, as well as your intellectual skepticism. Something new is coming. It may be time for you to begin again. In other words, to become like a small child or a babe in the womb, or to open to new information. This is also a time when an outer teacher may appear to guide you on your path. You may find yourself drawn to new teachings or new paths, including mystery schools. Now is the moment to respond fearlessly to that inner call. So that last sentence right there, I think is a really good parting message for you guys, group 1. Now is the time to respond fearlessly to that inner call, that desire that you have within you, that ambition, that dream, whatever it may be. If you know, maybe there's been people around you that have been saying it's not realistic, you know, it's not something that's going to be, that's ever going to happen. It's too out there. It's, you know, if anybody has been skeptical about your ability to do this thing, if maybe you've been skeptical about your own ability to do this thing, you can make this a reality, no matter how unrealistic it might seem to you or to other people. Spirit is saying, you've got to do away. You've got to release. I feel like some of you have like some preconceived notions, maybe some ideas ingrained in you that are telling you, you know, that this isn't going to work out, or this is unrealistic. You've got to release those ideas, those thoughts, those discouraging thoughts, because it's just going to hold you back from fulfilling your potential. People might say to you, or you might say to yourself, you know, this is just a pipe dream. This is just something I've thought about. It's, you know, it'll probably never happen. It can happen, and it will happen as long as you have the dedication and the willpower to make it happen. Okay, so group 1, that is your message that I'm getting for you. Do not give up on your dreams and your ambitions, because they are not beyond your reach. They are feasible. They are doable. You've just got to develop that focus, and you've got to, you know, create a plan on how to get there, and you've got to release, you know, distractions and people, inner thoughts telling you that it can't be done. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group 1. I hope this was interesting. I hope that this resonated with you. You know, given that this is a general reading, take what applies to you, take what resonates, and leave the rest behind. But I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me today after my long absence, and I hope I will see you guys next time. Bye! All right, now, those of you who chose group 2, the Opalite with the Golden Tarot, let's see what you need to know. What is a message that group 2 needs to hear right now? Okay, we've got the Five of Wands coming out. First of all, the Five of Wands talks about opposition, adversity, people being in conflict with one another. We've got the Knight of Coins. Group 1 also got this card. The Knight of Coins is solid, stable, you know, very grounded earth energy. He represents forward movement, being a knight. However, earth energy tends to be very slow moving. So I tend to see this card representing like slow but steady progress being made towards something, a goal or a desired outcome. You've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about restriction, feeling confined or feeling, you know, very overwhelmed. It can represent overthinking things, being stuck in your head about something. We've got the Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins talks about cooperation and teamwork, people working together in order to make something happen or build something up, or this card can also just be about, you know, laying down some sort of groundwork for a goal that you may have, working towards a goal that you may have. We have the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins talks to us about abundance and prosperity, having all of your needs met, especially in the realm of like more material things like your work or your finances or your home life. This card can represent, you know, being very successful in career or in money, and also having a very happy, very stable and secure, you know, living situation or home life. Let me get a couple more cards. King of Swords. The King of Swords represents truth, honesty, and also clarity, insight, open communication. He can also be a little bit of a cold energy. You know, swords, they can sometimes be kind of harsh or cutting at times. And there does tend to be this sense of like emotional detachment with the King of Swords as well. He's just kind of a serious, like very logical, very no nonsense kind of guy. Let me get one more. Okay, and we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is a little similar to the Five of Wands. Again, this talks about conflict. It talks about people being at odds with one another. It also can represent disappointment or disillusionment. Sometimes we see this showing up when somebody has achieved some sort of victory. However, it's not what they expected. It doesn't meet their expectations in some way. It's kind of a hollow victory. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins talks about hard work. It talks about making the effort to achieve our goals, as well as dedication and commitment to our goals, whatever they may be. I'm going to put that right here. So group 2, as far as what it is you need to know right now, I feel like you're being asked to remain focused on what it is that you're trying to create for yourself in your life. You know, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you trying to become more financially secure? Are you trying to advance in your career or establish a better career? Whatever it might be, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest for yourself, because to me, group 2, it seems like a lot of you who chose this who chose this reading are really focused right now on just trying to create the life that you really want to have for yourself, trying to improve your lives, trying to better your circumstances or better yourselves in some way. However, it seems like there are things around you, maybe people around you, circumstances that are kind of getting in the way a little bit, that are maybe distracting you. With the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords being here, and also the Eight of Swords, I feel like some of you, you know, maybe you have people in your lives who are discouraging or who don't want to see you progress. Maybe they want to, maybe they want you to stay where you are because, you know, seeing you progress, seeing you improve would make them feel jealous, or it might make them feel less than in some way. You know, some people just don't like to see others doing better than them, right? That's the unfortunate truth about some individuals. And so maybe you have people in your life that are kind of like that, or maybe you have like a partner or a potential partner who's not being supportive of some of your goals or your ambitions, or who isn't working with you the way that you need them to in order to accomplish something that you want, right? Group 2, it feels like a lot of you, it seems like a lot of you at this time are just feeling kind of unsupported. Does that make sense? Like, you have all these things you're trying to do, you have these things that you're trying to accomplish, you're trying to get your money right, you're trying to focus on your career, you're trying to buy a home, whatever it might be, but you maybe are feeling as though you don't really have anybody around you that is really truly supporting you. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple of cards from my Moonology Oracle deck and see what they would like to add. I pulled some of these for group 1 as well. What does group 2 need to know? Whoa. Okay, we have the waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. So that seems really pertinent, right? And we've got it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Okay, so group 2, even though you might be feeling unsupported, even though you maybe are feeling like there's nobody really in your corner at this time, you don't necessarily need anybody in your corner. I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you can do it on your own. You don't need anybody necessarily to help you. Or maybe the people that you're wishing would help you or wanting to help you, you don't need their help specifically, if that makes sense. Because what I'm seeing with these cards, with, you know, the Eight of Pentacles here and the Queen of Coins, sorry, it's coins in this deck, the Eight of Coins and the Queen of Coins, and this new moon in Aries card, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of resources. You have the determination and the dedication to manifest whatever it is that you want. And they're saying, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in this vision of your future that you want to create. It is within your reach. And it's understandable that you might want to collaborate with someone else or with other people in general. It makes sense to, want to work as a team with another person. But it just seems like the person or people that you are wanting to work with or that you are wanting to be supported by are not, for whatever reason, it seems like they are not capable of giving you that support or that assistance at this point in time. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be doing this on your own as a result, but it means that you need to look for support elsewhere. Although I do feel for many of you, you do have what it takes to do this on your own. You do have this, you have the potential to achieve this abundance, this stability, whatever you're looking for on your own. And you have the focus and the determination to do that as well. But, depending on you and your circumstances and specifically what it is that you're trying to achieve, it may be required that you ask for a little bit of outside help. And it just seems like you may be looking in the wrong places for that help or for that support. And this doesn't mean that the people who aren't supporting you or who aren't helping you don't care. It doesn't mean they don't care about you. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It just means they don't have what you need right now. Maybe they have other things going on in their lives. Maybe they are struggling in some way and they just don't have the energy to give to you. And so that's why, you're being advised here to maybe look outside the box, to look look at other avenues, that other possible oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for, just to kind of see what else is available to you or who else might be available to you. For some of you, it may be necessary to cut off certain individuals who are holding you back, okay? Because like I mentioned earlier, for some of you, there may be people in your life that, don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you improve. And if that's the case, you may need to detach yourself from those people. Because having that kind of energy around you, it will restrict you. It will hold you back. I'm going to also pull a card from the Anubis Oracle for you guys. The message that's coming through with this reading is kind of similar to the question that we saw with group 1. So if you at all felt drawn towards, both decks, you may want to also watch that reading as well. Okay. The Alchemist, Wisdom Keeper, Grandmother, Nekbet Mother Mut. Okay, so let me read to you the description for this card. Okay, Nekbet Mother Mut is the most revered and ancient Grand Dame of Egypt. She is the wise old crone and honored elder of the pantheon of Neteru, and comes to us in this work as a blend of the two vulture goddesses, Mut and Nekbet. As with all Neteru, she must be approached with respect if you wish to gain permission to enter into these sacred mysteries. It's unwise to trifle with this goddess, for she is a disciplined taskmaster who assists the initiate in making the decision to engage fully with this process of transformation. Once you've committed to moving forward, her loving, watchful eye is always upon you to ensure passage through the portals of shamanic initiation that must be crossed during all transitions in life. Nekbet Mother Moot is the wise magician crone, the alchemist who weaves and blends the ingredients required to prepare the way for you so that you can be informed. A strong guide and protector, she is also the one who holds the key to your DNA memory of how to enter the mysteries. If you've pulled this card, you are being alchemically activated by the sacred elders, the wisdom keepers, so that you can begin to remember as you embark on a journey to reclaim your true self. Also, in the external world, a grandmother or some other elder or teacher may show up in your life to guide you. This could come in the form of a two-legged or human, or it could be a tree in an old-growth forest, one of the stone people, or an animal totem. They are all our elder brothers and sisters. Honor your guides with all your heart. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of tying into what I said a few minutes ago about how you may be looking for support in the wrong places. I feel like for a lot of you who chose this group, you're really being asked to reconnect with spirit, your guides, because you may not have a great support system right now in the physical world, in the material world, but spirit, your guides, your ancestors, etc., they always have your back. They always want to see want to see you succeed, and they always want what is best for you. So if you are feeling like you need a little help, if you're feeling like you need support, like you need a push, seek them out. Ask your ancestors, ask your spirit guides, ask, whoever it is that you follow or that you feel drawn to help you out here. And they will give you that assistance. Sometimes, they don't like to interfere too much in our lives without us asking. So sometimes you just have to say, hey, can you help me? Can you guide me through this? Or can you help, put things into place to, make this work out for me? And they will gladly do that. You are always being watched over. You are always being protected. And I think you, group 2, many of you are, your guides and your ancestors. They want you to reconnect with them. They want you to ask them for help, and they will gladly give it to you. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Those are really all the messages that I'm getting for you guys right now. Group 2, I mentioned earlier that this would probably be a fairly quick reading. But yeah, I hope this is helpful. I hope this gives you guys some insight into things, and I hope that it resonates with you. With this being a general reading, take what applies, take what resonates, and leave the rest behind. If this message did not resonate with you, then maybe this reading just wasn't the one for you to hear. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Like I said, I hope it was helpful, and I hope that I see you guys in the next one. Bye!